Hi everyone, welcome to my studio, my apartment, my lovely electronic keyboard here. So some of you may know, but a little while back for a Rangers combo at William Patterson University, I wrote this piece. It was called Rain. It was orchestrated for four woodwinds, flute, clarinet, soprano, sax, bass, clarinet, two guitars, a vibraphone, piano, bass, and drum. So it's somewhat of an odd instrumentation. So what was new and unique and different about Rain and from most of my other pieces that I've written is that it tells a story. In the past, I've been so used to writing music just for the sake of music's sake, this idea of absolute music that Brahms has so wonderfully brought into the world. But I wanted to try something different, something more programmatic that told a story. So Rain told the story of essentially a rainstorm where like drizzle slowly comes down and develops into this downpour, and then out evolves the thunderstorm. And then the reverse happens where the downpour like slowly lightens up until at the end you just hear a few trickles down towards the end of the piece. So today, what I'm trying to do is convey a similar storyline to Rain, but to do it with an ice storm. And this piece will be for large jazz ensemble. I assume most of you have never been through this phenomena before. It is when the air temperature is warm enough so that the precipitation comes down as rain, but the ground temperature is cold enough that as soon as it hits the ground, it freezes. In Albany in 2008, we had this really huge ice storm. Um, I actually wasn't there when it actually happened. I was actually in Rochester when it happened, but I did come back though home to Albany very shortly afterward. It's amazing actually. The trees are just completely covered in ice. Because of this, many trees fall down. It is very like desolate looking when you look at the after an ice storm with like the ice covering everything. Power is out. It's cold. It's dark. It's freezing. So I wanted to convey all this into this next piece. So right now I'm toying with two main ideas. One of them is this kind of motive. It's very open, spacey. So essentially two perfect fourths separated by a whole step. Very open, a lot of songs will use this kind of openness, but I feel like using an open interval will help convey a sense of space, a sense of openness, the vastness of winter, how cold, how alone you feel in generally in winter, but particularly after this ice storm. And the other idea I mainly have are these very dissonant harmonies like this. It's essentially a major triad, in this case D, and another major triad on top based off the major seventh of D, so a C sharp major triad. Has both a tendency to both a dark and a bright quality to it. But it's generally very dark. And so my idea is to kind of play with these upper structures and kind of move them around like this and move them around. It's very dark. It kind of gives, like, when I first played these chords, and especially in the progression that they are, it kind of gave me the chills. So I'm hoping that with when a listener listens to this piece, he or she also gets the idea of chills. I hope you do too. I hope you feel the idea of like goosebumps kind of coming down you and wondering what what's going to happen next.